This place is nuts!
G'day you cheeky dogs, today we're going to be looking at the original design of the Bluey Hilo house thanks to the creator Joe Brum, who decided to share his original designs over on the Bluey official Instagram account a couple of days ago.
Ooh, lovely.
Now I'm really excited because I want to compare these not only to what we see in the show today, but also to the 2017 pilot of Bluey, which had a very different house design as well.
What? What's it doing over here?
Of course, if you love the Hilo house as much as we do here, don't forget to hit that like button down below, that subscribe button, and that bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other Bluey themed videos like the Hilo house floor plan.
It's a bit small.
It's bigger inside.
But let's get back into this. In case you didn't know, the Hilo house has 21 different areas, spaces, and rooms. But the pictures that they showed us on Instagram, we only had 8 of those, 7 of which were these spaces. And the 8th one was the first picture, which of course is of the Bluey house on the hill. And something really cool is that this was actually inspired by Peppa Pig's house.
I'm Peppa Pig.
So Joe Brum said back in an interview in 2020 with ACMI that the Peppa Pig house on the hill was his inspiration for the Bluey one.
And so we started with that house on the hill, our establisher shot, and it was obviously very influenced by Peppa Pig, but we were using that shape language to really figure out, as a starting point, let's get that right, and we'll know what the show is going to look like. It was a black and white version, which looks very similar to how it is now. And I just smiled because I went, this is all going to be fine.
And have I got the perfect house for you? Ta-da!
However, the next one, which is the backyard, is quite different in some ways. Most specifically, where is the second floor of the house? The kitchen and dining room are completely missing in both of these pictures. So unlike in the show now, especially in season 3, where we see that the kitchen is above this outdoor entrance into the backyard, this doesn't exist on either of these two designs. Now, of course, they both do have the Poinciana tree in it, and they both showcase the sandpit that we saw in Granny's, as well as the little shed at the back that we've seen in the episode onesies, as well as in Backpackers.
Oh no, come stay. I'd like a room with the toilets inside that room.
However, both of these designs are very different to what they actually put in the pilot for Bluey in 2017, where the house itself is completely different. There's 2-level staircase going down into the backyard. There is no Poinciana tree, but instead there is a palm tree.
Ah, another one for your collection, Bandit.
And there's no sand pit or shed or anything like that. Instead, there's just the trampoline, which we did kind of see a trampoline in that one episode trampoline.
Yum, 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 yum. This toast is raw.
The third picture is of the kitchen, and honestly, the original design versus what we have now versus the 2017 pilot, they all look honestly pretty similar. I do love that they have all the greenery coming into the kitchen. I think that is a really nice vibe to have for it. The fourth room is the sunroom. Now, we didn't see this in the 2017 pilot. However, the difference between the OG design and what we have now is pretty similar. The big difference is that we don't have that gorgeous looking armchair. Instead, we have a treasure chest as well as a Bluey and Bingo babushka doll, in case you hadn't noticed them before. And the roof is of course very different, with us currently having the big glass sunroof there. And we did see in the episode Ghost Basket that this room extends back further and links into another room.
This is the sunroom, here's the room, and there's the sun.
The central room is, again, not too different, really. The original design just sort of has that one staircase going down, whereas what we see now in the Hilo house is a much bigger room with a 2-level kind of staircase going down.
Oh yeah, this will be easy.
What will be easy? Ooh, 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 oh.
The couches, of course, are also a little bit different. There is still a bookshelf underneath the staircase, though, that I like, and those double doors going into who knows what other rooms.
This is such a handsome fellow with big, strong muscles.
But in the 2017 pilot, the only thing we saw from this room was just the staircase, which looks more closer to the design that we have now, where it's 2 levels.
These are just normal statues.
Oh, good, because I've been down that road before. Whoop, pause the game.
As for the lounge room, I feel like that's the biggest change of all, because this original design has a very almost London feel to it, which would make sense considering that Joe Brum did live in London for so long.
Why did you meet Dad?
Well, there's some dispute, but let's just say at a party in London.
And I say it mostly because of the fireplace that they have at the wall there, because you just really don't see fireplaces in Queensland, even though, yeah, we have a winter, but it's tiny and you do not need a fireplace for it.
Oh, it doesn't have a pool?
Oh, no, you won't need one. Queensland summers aren't that hot.
So that's definitely the biggest difference, is that that fireplace turned into a TV basically in both the design that we have now as well as the 2017 pilot. The other big differences as well is the pilot doesn't have like the family picture behind it. It's just got like windows and 2 couches. Whereas the original design and what we have now, they're both a lot more similar to each other, showing the different like armchairs, and that they still always were going to have something behind that armchair, not just like an open wall. Because behind that is actually the kitchen and dining room, which you can see in the original design. They've written in like the floor plan kind of details that the kitchen is that way. The sunroom is also that way, even though that sunroom sometimes disappears in season 1 episodes.
Oh, Bluey, how could you?
It wasn't me. It was you.
But I do like that they also said that there was another part of the deck out there, which of course we now know becomes part of that sunroom.
See? Nothing.
Now, as for a completely different deck that is over near the kitchen, the dimensions for this are really off in both the original design as well as what we have now in Bluey and we see in like the episode Barbecue and in Teasing, because it makes it look like this part of the deck is really small and just attached to the kitchen. But in other episodes like Handstand and even in Teasing too, you can see that it actually extends out further, and a lot of the season 3 ones, you see that it goes like even further again. So the dimensions are a bit different, but honestly, the only real differences between these 2 designs is a circle table versus a rectangle one. I should note though that in the 2017 pilot, it doesn't show like that part of the deck. However, you can see that this deck is attached to the dining room and the dining room table, and that same table in the 2017 pilot is in a completely different area. It's near a door, which we assume is the back door because we can see the front door in the pilot. It looks like 2017 pilot that this was maybe linking to the back door, which then goes into like those big stairs going downstairs. So it's just like a slightly different design. Now, the very last one that they show us is the bathroom. And again, it's kind of interesting how different the pilot is versus this original concept drawing and what we have now. The concept drawing and what we have now, again, very similar. It has the exact same layout for where everything is in the bathroom, as well as like that big, beautiful bathtub that we have as well.
Please take in this colonial style bathroom.
Oh, very nice.
Okay, let's get going. Out this original heritage window.
Whereas the 2017 pilot has a more like 1970s style house in Queensland vibe to it, because it's more of like a square tiled bathtub and the plumbing's on like a completely different side of the wall.
I'll take it.
Huh? Really?
Yep.
No!
Just get those grannies out and we've got a deal.
Ow, my bottom.
And here's your money.
But cheeky dogs, what do you think of all of these designs? Which designs do you like most? The original ones, what we have now, the 2017 version? Let me know in that comment section down below. I cannot wait to hear all of your thoughts and feelings on this. And while you're down there, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that bell for notifications so you know whenever I release any other Bluey videos. But until then, I have picked you cheeky dogs out a few other videos that maybe you would like to watch, and I'll see you all in another video. Mwah! Bye!